Well, hey there, Branson area fans and or residents. Christopher James here with March 7th, 2021 updates, news, suggestions, all of that. We always give everybody a few minutes to check in because you know how it is. People never show up to things on time. So, as I have listed down here, be sure to let us know where you're watching from. Okay, we like to know who's watching, where you're watching from. It's kind of neat because we get people from all over, actually all over the world right now, because we've had people from England and all over the place. So right now, in the comments, let me know where you're watching from. So we're going to get right to it because it is becoming a beautiful day. We have the whole back of the studio open here. I can see out. I can see the landing and everything. And it is gorgeous outside compared to what, like a week ago, right? It's really improved, and so we're going to spend the entire day outside doing work. So what are you doing this Sunday? You doing anything interesting, anything fun? Things are starting to open up in Branson, so that's fun, that's exciting. Well, we are going to get right to this week's announcements. And again, if you have there we go, we got somebody from Oregon. How about that? But if you have announcements, if you have things you'd like us to cover, if you want us to promote your business, just get in touch. We're doing all of this basically for free. You can be a sponsor and have your info down here in the corner, and that way everybody sees it, not just on Facebook. Keep in mind, this is being shared with all of our groups, okay? It also goes onto YouTube, it goes onto Twitter, and all over the place. So if you want your name, right down there, I should have a little sound, then you can have your logo down there, and you'll be the sponsor forever. As long as these videos are shown, you'll be the sponsor of this particular video. Okay, so let's get right to the announcements, things that we have going on. Announcements! Hey, there's a brand new mountain coaster opening in Branson, right? We need another one. And we love the original one that opened up, the Runaway Mountain Coaster. It's one of our favorites. We were one of the first riders there. The kids love it. We love it. Then you got the one downtown that opened. And so now there's another one opening at Shepherd of the Hills. They're supposed to be open by Memorial Day weekend. They're trying to be open by Memorial Day weekend. It's called the Copperhead Mountain Coaster. And out there, if you go, they have the zip line off of the Inspiration Tower. They have a kids area that we really loved. We had a whole video about the kids area, so that was fun. They have, what else? They have the obstacle course thing going on, the ropes course. Lots of stuff going on. But by Memorial Day weekend, out at Shepherd of the Hills, you should be able to ride the Copperhead Mountain Coaster. Now, curious question. Have you ever ridden a mountain coaster? Do you know what it is? Please, allow me to explain. A mountain coaster is, they pull you up, like with a cable. You're in your own little individual cart. You have these brakes on the side, right? So you go up to the top, and then they let you loose, and you basically go down the mountain. And boy, we have hills and mountains here in Branson. So you control the speed with those handles. You're pressing these handles to slow down or speed up or whatever, and you control the speed. When I ride it with the kids, it's terrifying, because they want to go full speed, okay, all the time. And I'm not much for coasters. I've only been on like the mountain coaster and one other roller coaster in my life. Not my thing, okay? Not afraid of them. Just hurt my back in a plane crash years ago. And I don't like to be thrown all over the place. So, okay, so the mountain coaster is our number one announcement that is going on. Also, do we have any Elvis fans out there? If you're an Elvis fan, comment and let me know what your favorite Elvis song is. Never really got into Elvis, to tell you the truth. But Branson holds the Elvis Festival. They're supposed to have it a while back. They postponed it until April. It was supposed to be April 1st through the 5th, okay, coming up here. But what they've done is the organizers have decided that because the pandemic is still in full swing, right? Numbers are leveling off, but they're still at the level that we had last summer. So they're just leveling off from going extra high back down to terrifying to me. But they've decided to postpone the Elvis Festival again. It should take place in July, depending upon the situation. So instead of April, they're going to have it in July. If you're an Elvis fan, pop it down there. Let me know what your favorite Elvis song is. Number 3, our third announcement of the day, third and final announcement of the day, is that do you need affordable housing? Right? There's a lot of people in the Branson area that do need affordable housing, and Elevate Branson, if you don't know, they got a $1 million grant for development of affordable housing. And so they're putting in these tiny houses. They're doing a whole development, and you could be part of this. You need to get your application in if you're interested in finding out if you qualify, because you have to be at 50% or less of the area median income. Okay, I think that puts you at around 19,500, something like that. If you're below that, then you could qualify. So you need to have proof that you've lived in Taney County for at least 12 months. Okay, they don't want people coming in from out of town just to take advantage of that. And so you just go to Elevate Branson. You can give them a call at their offices. You can Google it, right? I don't need to pop it up here. You can go to their Facebook page. Just go down and check them out if you want. There's a thrift store there as well. But you could be in on the affordable housing, because everybody's always complaining about wanting affordable housing. Now we got it. So put in your application. It might take up to a year for this development to get built. So you want to get in on it, okay? Let's move on, shall we, to this spotlight of the week. We like to spotlight a business every single week. You could have your business spotlighted for free if you send me the information, okay? So all you have to do is, let's see here. Let's double check something. Fix our microphone. I was on the wrong microphone. Does that sound better? So all you have to do is send us your business info, and we will get it on our Spotlight. This week's Spotlight is one of my favorite places to eat. If I am out trying to find a place to eat, I go to Dre's Kitchen. We've been going there since 2019. They opened up around August 2019, and we've been going there. And if you don't know, they have this amazing hibachi, right? You order it. You can eat it there if you want, but we always get to go. But they've got the noodles, they got shrimp, they got steak. We always get the chicken, yum yum sauce. Who doesn't love the yum yum sauce? And you can check out Dre's Kitchen. It's like a food truck. It's over on 248, big red truck. You'll see it just past the Panda House. You know where that is? Panda House restaurant, the Chinese restaurant. There's a lot there, and they have food trucks. They have this food truck. They have other food trucks in there. But trust me on Dre's Kitchen, anybody we've ever referred there loves it. Okay? Plus, you can get one of their burgers. They have, I swear, the best burger in all of Branson. I very rarely eat red meat, but gosh, the burgers there are incredible. So tell them that we sent you. You'll see our sticker up on their window, because we were some of their first customers, and we started promoting them back in 2019. They've really grown. They have really grown. So, do you eat at food trucks? That's the question of the moment. Let me know in the comments if you eat at food trucks, where you like to go. We used to like Stuffed and Pressed, but they're not around anymore. That was one of our favorite sandwich places to eat. It was over there by the Amish store. But have you ever eaten at one of the food trucks in Branson? It's only been a few years, since I think 2019, that we have been able to have food trucks. Right? Because they didn't allow them before. So they were all like in Hollister and stuff, because Branson didn't allow it. So I know the Stuffed and Pressed was one of the very first ones. They showed me their permit and stuff. So how about that? This week, in our advice, we're going to take you to our voting that we had for the Best of All Things Branson. Every year we run the Best of All Things Branson. This year we did it. We had the results from last year. Each week on the weekly news, we're trying to announce one of them. So we're going to get right to it. Here we go. This week, we're going to talk about the best Branson barbecue restaurants in this area. Okay, so we kind of expanded it out to the Branson area, because there aren't a lot to choose from here. But we had you vote. This was our most popular voting category in the Best of All Things Branson, and you can continue to vote on our website. These were the top 5, and we're going to present them in no particular order, because they keep changing constantly as people keep voting. But these ones are always in the top 5. So, the best barbecue in Branson. Let's get started. First, we're going to talk about Big D's Barbecue. Oh my goodness. It is located over on 248 Shepherd of the Hills there. And Roark, I don't know. I can never figure out what the roads names are, the names of the roads. But basically, across from Hobby Lobby, over there by the Branson Bank and what is that, O'Reilly's and all that. Big D's Barbecue. If you go onto their Facebook page and you subscribe, you follow their Facebook page, he does specials like every single week and every day. practically. And I have gone over, I had smoked lasagna last week, right? They have salmon sometimes. So they don't just have barbecue in the sense of ribs and all that. They got your pulled pork, they got all of that. And you really should go check out Big D's Barbecue. That is my personal pick as one of the favorites. Delicious. Look them up on their Facebook page. You'll love it. You can't go wrong with Big D's Barbecue. Next, we're going to talk about Getting Basted. They've been around for quite a few years, and you can find them located downtown on the Strip, Getting Basted, right downtown in the middle of the Strip. They have some of the best barbecue as well. My favorite thing at Getting Basted would be their macaroni and cheese with the barbecue in it. It's got like pork in it, barbecue sauce, and after I eat this, I have to lay down for a while because it is so filling and it is delicious, okay? Getting Basted. Everybody loves Getting Basted around here. It's always ranked as one of the top barbecue restaurants. Go in and check out Getting Basted. You can find them on their Facebook page. You can Google them and get all the information. But trust me, you're going to love it. They got a lot of great specials on there as well. Number 3 is located near historic downtown Branson. They were in our top 2. Okay, and that would be Oscar's Barbecue and Ribs. Oscar's Famous Ribs. Okay, and you can't miss it. I put the building up right over there so you can see what it looks like. And it's right downtown. You really can't miss it, okay? And delicious barbecue, okay? You can go through their drive-thru. They have a whole drive-thru set up. You can see our little sign on the front there that they were in our top 2. So people love it. So check out Oscar's Famous Ribs right in downtown historic Branson. When you're down there shopping, pop in, you eat, you go to the thrift shops right around there, head back downtown, check out all the stores, check out Oscar's. Longtime favorite of Branson, Dana's Barbecue and Burger Shop. And they are a favorite. They have been here forever, it seems like. When I moved to Branson back in 2005-ish, I lived very close, and I ate there probably 3 times a week, okay? They have dine-in. Also, they have a location over in Branson West as well, which we pop into all the time. Some of the local favorite barbecue you'll find at Dana's Barbecue and Burger Shop. And lastly, on the list from just outside of Branson, over near Forsyth, would be Kim's Barbecue Shack. Kim's Barbecue Shack, if you're over that way, if you live in Forsyth, Kirbyville, all that, over in Reed's Spring, and all of those areas there, be sure to check out Kim's Barbecue Shack. It's also worth the drive if you're here in Branson. So these are our top-rated barbecue restaurants according to the surveys that we had, the voting that we had that took place all last year, voted on by locals and tourists alike. So I hope you enjoy some of the best barbecue that Branson has to offer. Thank you. Great. So what should we feature on the news next week, okay? If you have a business you want us to feature, if you have an announcement about a show opening or any of that, you can send it to us. Just contact us through Facebook at All Things Branson. Also, be sure to follow all of our separate little groups that delve into the details of dining, nightlife, kids' activities, all that sort of stuff. Be sure to dive right into those and check those out. You can also sponsor the news by putting your logo down here in the corner, okay, during the entire time. And if you are a sponsor, we'll mention you throughout the entire news broadcast. And keep in mind, it's not just Facebook page. It goes on to Twitter. It goes on to YouTube, all that. It always pops up on my YouTube, like I want to watch myself or something. How about that? The bonus this week, though, is we are going to have some fun with you. We're going to continue our series we started last week, which is fun facts about Silver Dollar City. So as we're watching this with our friend Terry Wayne Sanders, I want you to comment on some of your favorite things over at Silver Dollar City. They're getting ready to open up here very, very shortly. Limited opening in March, but they still are opening up for select dates. And so you can go over and check out these facts for yourself, but enjoy the video. Thanks for watching. Put your comments in. Let me know where you're watching from. I always like to know where people are watching from. Be sure to watch for us next week. We're going to start having some of the mayoral and the alderman candidates on, and we may devote the show next week to them. So if you are running for one of these offices, get in touch with me. We'll feature you. We'll do a live interview. People can ask questions. If you don't have time for the live interview, we can do a recorded one as well. Okay? So stay in touch. Say hi. Let me know where you're watching from. Look us up on YouTube and all of that. But right now, enjoy this fun video with my friend, Terry Wayne Sanders. I'll see you next week. Welcome to another edition of Fun Facts about Silver Dollar City. We hope that you enjoyed our first video, giving you 5 interesting facts thanks to Terry Wayne Sanders. Well, we're going to go back over and join Terry right now for some more facts that you may not know.
Well, hello, it's me, Terry Wayne Sanders. We're at Silver Dollar City. Why? This is my 40th year to perform at this lovely place called Silver Dollar City, Branson, Missouri, by the way. We're talking about some things that are maybe hidden or that you should see at Silver Dollar City. One of them is this right here. This amazing plaque is dedicated to Jack and Peter Hersham, 60 years of dedicated service. And next year is our 60th anniversary that we're going to be celebrating. But this is right down here by what they call the lumber camp. It's hidden away. That's right, hidden away here in these beautiful Ozark Hills. And that's what they strive here at Silver Dollar City. We always pride ourselves on the nature. What God has given us right here, and Miss Mary, their mother, would never allow us to cut down trees. Those 2 boys were fired countless times because they cut down trees. And then she'd say, "Where's Jack? Where's Pete?" "Well, Miss Mary, you fired them." "Well, get him back, I need him." So a little bit of our history right there. We've got some more on the way. There she is, old number 6. This is our original steam train at Silver Dollar City when we first opened up. Where did we get it? Little known fact, this came from the Henry Ford estate. That's right, Henry Ford had some kids and they were bored, so they said, "Daddy, we want a train." So he bought them a train. Yeah, this was at their home, okay? So anyway, it went through the family, of course. Jack Hersham and his brother started putting together Silver Dollar City. We need a steam train. Well, they found out that there was a train available through the estate. Jack went up there and obtained this very engine right here, and for many years he ran these tracks. We now have a total of 5 running, working steam engines here at the Silver Dollar City Frisco line. We have 2 new ones that we just brought onto the tracks, number 504 and this year number 14. Interesting little sideline here is a little known fact. Number 14, guess what? We have number 13. It all goes by the serial number. They are sisters. We had no idea until we got her here. It's like 14, 13, wait, and they compare. We have the sister to one of our trains right here. That's exciting. Oh my goodness. Talk about a piece of history, and you're thinking, well, it's just a chair, Terry. No, this is not just a chair. It says reserved for Aunt Molly. Who was Aunt Molly? Little hidden fact right here. She was married to Lloyd Shadheller, who was our mayor, our blacksmith, and spokesperson for Silver Dollar City from the very beginning. That's right. It was exciting times right here. And why? Why was she called Aunt Molly? Her real name was Ruth. That's right, Ruth Heller. But she and Shad came to Branson. They helped write the Shepherd of the Hills play. He was the shepherd and she was Aunt Molly in the play. So there you go. So this chair is reserved for her. She and Shad are in a far better place now. But you know, just in case she wants to come by and visit, it's still here for her. Come here, I want to show you something. Something hidden at Silver Dollar City. This is the Fireman Cemetery right next to Fire in the Hole. This gives you something to kind of do and look around. It's kind of atmosphere themed, if you will. But we also have tombstones because it is a cemetery. Old Jack Burnham, okay, nice guy there. Okay, we got Jim Knupp right there. Dave Eby, Jim Hibner, all these names around here, even Baldy, good old Baldy Westfall, poor old Perry, and oh my, this one over here means a lot to me. Elmer Wallace, Rading, Utzler, and they go on around. Fire in the Hole. It was new in '72. I remember because I kept all of the brochures. Every year we'd come down and kept all those brochures. New in '72, Fire in the Hole. These are actual names of employees who helped build Fire in the Hole. Many are now gone to a much better place, but I always come in here as the undertaker. This is where I start my day, as the undertaker. I come in here and I say thank you to these guys who kind of set the groundwork for all of us to work hard and to be loyal to a great company that has made a major impact, not only in Branson, but around the world. This man right here, this was Elmer Wallace. Elmer was very special to me because he played my Pa Hatfield, and I was his son Zeke Hatfield for many years. And we loved him so much. He was a wonderful man, learned man, and taught me a lot about the business and also about life. Oh yeah, the early days of Silver Dollar City. I remember those early days. I came here in 1965 for my first time. I told my Grandpa Lee, who brought us, I said, this is where I want to be someday. He said, no. I said, no, really, Grandpa, I fell in love. One of the places that's no longer here was right around the corner. Follow me over here. Right here. This is where it was. I'm so excited. On the top of that platform, there was a treehouse, Herman Hermit's treehouse. It's gone now. It's all part of our history. But over on this side, right about right there, the way to get inside that treehouse, we had this big old hollowed out tree, it looked like at least, and you go around this spiral staircase, okay? And so you go to the top of that, went across the swinging bridge, and went inside the treehouse. It was so much fun. It was a kid's, oh my goodness, cornucopia of pure fun, all right? Now, when we tore all this down, and we had to tear apart that hollow tree, I always wondered, how did they make that? Guess what? And this is a big thing. I was so surprised. It was an old boiler. That's right, a boiler. And so we set it up like that, put in the spiral staircase, boom, and put what they call gunite on it, so it made it look like bark and all that. So a little known fact right there, a boiler. Now, I'm in a business where it's about selling yourself. So I have a business card, okay? And someone say, hey, Homer Lee, because they know me as Homer Lee. Sometimes they do know Terry. And so they say, hey, can I book you somewhere? Sure, here's my business card. You know, call me, write to me, whatever, we'll work out something. Because that's what it's all about, having a good time, making others happy. A long time ago, in the 1800s, there was a thing called a calling card. And of course, we're in an 1800s theme park. So right now I do 4 characters a day. One of which is Colonel Paisley Aloysius Paulnell. He's the banker. Now, you don't know this, perhaps, but the Paulnell family, this is old crew, came here around 1900, put in the first bank in Branson. That's why we have the Paulnell building downtown. We got the Paulnell Drive. Anyway, and so as Colonel Paisley, he's got to have a business card, so I will hand this out. People say, who are you? Look at how you're fancy, all dressed up like that. Well, I'm a banker. Image is everything. Come by my bank. I've got your interest in mind. So there's a card for that character. Now, I started doing The Undertaker, Mr. M. Bulmer, around 1984. And again, that thought hit me, well, you've got to have a business card, you know. And so we came up with this card right here. All right, here we go. Let me get that all. Jackson's Funeral Parlor, which is just around the corner over there at the exit of Grandfather's Mansion. Now, this is all with all fonts and all those things on it, but also I want to make a little souvenir because you don't want to be too morbid. So I can say, well, here's a picture of me just for you, and I will put my name right there. But also I will write down, I carry a 6-foot measuring stick, so I will give them their height measurements right there and date it so they know whenever I was 12 years old, I saw Mr. M. Balmer, and I was 5'12". Wow, what a great time at Silver Dollar City. Learning things we never knew about, or going, oh, I forgot about that. Or I'm going to put that on my list to do. Hey, you never know what you're going to find out on this show right here. Thanks, Christopher James. We'll see you all next time.
Thank you, Terry. It's always fun to join our friend Terry Wayne Sanders over at Silver Dollar City. When you see him at the park, be sure to say hi. And thank you again for watching us at All Things Branson and Branson Talk. Be sure to follow us online at All Things Branson on Facebook. Check out the website page, allthingsbranson.com. Stay in touch on Instagram and Twitter. We love to hear from you. Most of all, just have a great time visiting Branson, Missouri. My name's Christopher James, and until next time, bye-bye. Hi, I'm Christopher James. You may know me as the comedian and magician on the showboat Branson Belle. Well, now I want to be your next real estate agent. If you're interested in getting more information as to how we can work together to make your home vanish as if by magic, get in touch with me through thepropertymagician.com or by calling 417-230-5112. I'm Christopher James. I hope to hear from you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.